before the journey, and my workshop's glow. Pouring lead and tying jigs, working steady and slow. Billy jigs with pork trailer, thinking outside the lines. Uncle Josh magic, gonna make those Lakers shine. Packing up the gear, heading northbound high. Great Bear Lake's calling under that endless sky. Good friends by my side, adventure in our veins, chasing dreams where the wild still reigns. Oh, we're hunting giants where the water runs deep, in that magical 50 degrees, from 1 foot shallow to 20 down low. Working those jigs with a rhythm and throw. Under the midnight sun we fight and we run, with Lakers as gold as the dawn. Bill and Ron still pushing on. This is where the legends are born. Boat cuts through the waves, eyes glued to the screen, searching for that sweet spot where the monsters convene. A tug, a strike, then the rod bends tight. Dogged and heavy, it's an all-day fight. A trout is a moment of beauty, yeah, we know it's true. Hours of casting just to hold one in view. But when that big one rises, shaking off the cold, every second's worth its weight in gold. Oh, we're hunting giants where the water runs deep, in that magical 50 degrees, from 1 foot shallow to 20 down low. Working those jigs with a rhythm and throw. Under the midnight sun we fight and we run, with Lakers as gold as the dawn. Bill and Ron still pushing on. This is where the legends are born. Where the day never ends and the wild still calls. We'll be back again next year when the autumn wind falls. Great Bear Lake, keep our stories true. Till next year's dream, we're coming for you. We'll be hunting giants where the water runs deep, searching for that magical 50 degrees, from 1 foot to 20 below. We'll be working those jigs with a rhythm and throw. Under the midnight sun we will fight and run, with Lakers as gold as the morning dawn. Bill and Ron will be ready to pushing on. This is where the legends are born, and passion never gone.
Hey guys, Bill Cementel, Ron Licari, Plummer's Arctic Lodges. You guys, we're up here. We're gonna show you a really cool technique. We've been trying to perfect it the last few years. There's 3 baits you want up here in the Arctic. You want a flatfish, you want the Eppinger big devil spoons, and a hair jig. So I've been building a custom hair jig for Okuma. This is one of our private stash ones. We might come out with it, we might not, but I'm telling you, this thing works. But there's a trick. When you come up to the Arctic, you're not allowed to use any type of bait fish skin. You're not supposed to catch a trout, kill a trout, and cut strips off it to give it that scent. Trout love the scent.
Scent's all about.
It's all about the scent. So I did some research. What's legal? Pork rinds. What kind of pork rinds we got there, Ron?
Uncle Josh?
We got Uncle Josh sea rinds. They're about 7.5 inches long. What I do is I cut them down to about 4 inches, so the overall length of the bait is right around 6. But look at these little puppies. They're little strips of pork rind, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them back on these jigs. So Ron's gonna get that set up, and hold on, I'll show you the jig. So what we're doing here is we got the Seaman Tail Screaming Seaman jig with the pork rind. This is a split tail. Guys, on the barb, what you want to do is you want to get orthodontist small retainer for braces, the little teeny rubber bands. Once you pop the barb, slide the rubber band on it, super glue or UV resin, put it, secure a spot. And what I do is I put a piece of plastic worm so that pork doesn't slide up the shank of the hook, roll around, get stuck on the hook, and you're going to miss a lot of fish. So there's some tricks. What we're doing is we're looking at a flat out here. So we're in a big bay, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a shallow flat, so you can see the sandbar. And what we're doing is these big trout are coming up the sandbar, picking off grayling and chubs and stuff, okay? The whitefish. So the jig out, we're reeling it. We're not really popping it. We're shooting that thing off the sand from 3 to 8 foot of water, shoot it out, let it drop, shoot it out, let it drop. And when they hit it, you just reel into the fish. So we've already caught, what, a 35, a 25, a handful of 20-plussers. I think 2 25s and 35 already. Yeah. There are bigger ones out there, but you can cover a lot of water, not by just trolling, but perfection doing the cast. So we're gonna get out there, start working this jig a little bit more. But man, guys, you gotta check out Plummer's Arctic Lodges. We're up at the Arctic Circle, but this works everywhere from Slave to Trophy Lodge to the main lodge. Like, I mean, this technique is precision, and it's what I grew up on. So this is just a Magnum fat fly, Magnum crappie jig for trout. So hope this helps. Let's get out in the water, show you some more techniques on how to work this bait. And next time you guys go looking for big lake trouts in skinny water, make sure you put this in your back pocket, because it's gonna catch fish. So stand by. Actually, here's Ron. He's throwing it out real quick, reel, and then pause it. And what he's doing is he's reeling that bait off of that sandbar, and it's shooting out like this, and then it's stopping and it's dropping. And these trout will chase it, and once it starts to drop, then they just come up and eat it, turn, and then you reel into them. So just be prepared for the line getting tight like you're on grass. You can feel a thump, or you'll just start reeling, and all of a sudden it just gets heavy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I stand in the back. This is old school, real slow back trolling. It works great in the wind or just covering water. I have a little bit of a tight drag because you could throw this thing a friggin' mile. I'm looking at the flat up there. I'm gonna throw it as far as I can. And I'm just gonna reel, let it stop. Reel, let it stop. And this is I'm covering water, so you could do this trolling. There we go. First cast right there, fish on. So I'm just ripping it off the flat. Take me out of gear. It doesn't feel like a super big one, but it shows the concept. And so we're using the Guide Select 4-piece, the Komodo 350, 50-pound braid, 30 to 40-pound top shot. So some of them are gonna be big fish, some of them are small, but watch these fish when they come in and have your partner ready, because you could have a 10 to 12 pounder come up, and then all of a sudden a 40 or 50 will come up, and then that's where you're retrieve, throwing it in there and getting it. So super easy. Ron's gonna grab the line. And just remember, if you're gonna spend time tying jigs or buying jigs, you reach down, you're gonna grab the sinker or the head, and then you get your pliers, and you don't wanna grab all the hair. You don't wanna rip the hair off your jig. So grab the head hard, grab it, pull it up, snap it. There you go. That's it, guys. And that's what this bait looks like right there. Look at that. That is money. So we're throwing it out, we're ripping it in, and then letting it drop. Ripping it in, letting it drop. show you one trick right now. The open mouth on this jig. So we're in about 12 foot. We're in 20 foot of water. It's literally 3 foot of water right there in front of us. You can see the color change. You can throw it out in that skinny water, and you could just wind it like an old biffle bug. The guys who know what we're talking about with bass fishing. And what happens, that mouth will grab the sand and pop the sand. The pork will flick on the backside of it, and these big lake trout will come up on that lip right there and just smoke your bait. So don't be afraid to work a jig faster than you think into the grass or into the mud. It's just like working a big flatfish out there. Spoon plug in, you know, you're wiling up. So I'm in skinny water, so I'm gonna wind it, boom, I hit the water, hitting the ground. And I'm just messing up that mud there. Looks like something squirreling around in there. And then, like I said, right when you get to the lip, that's where those big lakers will come up and just smoke that sucker. We're way up on the flat, so it's right, literally 3 foot of water up there. Any size? Oh yeah, he's playing with it. Oh, right at the boat, he did a swirl on it. Oh, got one right there. Came up and hit it right here. So, guys, if you come up on flats like this, now this is a solid 15 plus pounder. You come up on flats like this, and the fish are a little smaller, you can always go deeper and try to find those bigger fish a little bit off the side. But that is a solid fish. So that's probably pushing 12 to 15. Not super big, but man, definitely we're already got probably shoot 20 of these already. And like I said, if you can, don't put them in the net because they just get riled up in the net. You want to keep them as in the water as much as possible. There you go. Nice. Thank you. When looking for big fish. So like I said, you want to throw it out, hits, reel, let it drop. Reel, let it drop. This is all reaction, man. You want these fish to get lit up. Looks like a little grayling or a bait fish taking off from them, and let them come and smoke it. And then when you get out in deeper water, you can let the drop happen a little bit faster. There like that, just like that. And then you friggin', and I think we've only been here for an hour or so, and this is probably our 20th fish. And oh, nice little roller on the surface. And like I said, with all that commotion and skinny water, you're looking behind it. You're looking to see if mama comes up behind it. But look at that, just beautiful fish on the friggin' jig. And these are feeders. If you can, like I said, you don't want them out of the water for a long time. Look how fat his belly is. He's been feeding. There you go. And that's that little plastic right there keeps that pork from sliding up. And I got a little keeper on that. So, all right, here's a little secret sauce. Like this. Get your rainbow scent on your pork. Oh, yummy, yummy. That way if the fish come up and sniff it, they got a little bit more love. Hey guys, we're at it again up here at Plummer's. We're Ron Licari and I, our first day, we're out here looking, we're just looking for fish. First time this time for 5 years before, we've been coming later in the year. This is the first time we've come just after ice out. And we're looking for a different style of technique. And what it comes down to is these big fish, when it's solid ice, man, they're down deep, and when it breaks, man, they come up to feed. So if you're ever up here at Plummer's at Great Bear after ice out, you want to be looking in that 3 to 20 foot zone to start with. We're coming up and we're looking for inside J-hook pockets where the fish can come up and ambush prey, bait fish, grayling, whitefish, stuff like that. And troll till you find an active area, see some fish, and then after that, you know, you can sit there and throw jigs. It's really
Spooling you.
I'm actually getting kind of spooled right now. I don't know how big this fish is, but we found fish trolling, and now we're out here and we're gonna see if we get it. But I've actually got probably 200 or 300 yards out right now, so I gotta go chase this fish down. You got to do a headshot on her. Oh, she's good. Don't.
She's making a run.
What are you laughing at?
Because I've been there. I've sat and watched you laugh at me. About 10 minutes into this fight.
Oh, she's a beast. Look at that. She's a beast. I really need to get her.
Get her out.
Head first. Let her turn around head first.
Yep. Get her turn around.
Scoop her head. Oh my gosh.
She's in the net.
That is a big fish, dude. I don't think it's 50, but
That's not a 50, but that's a good fish.
guys,
That is.
take your time. Beast. So let's get the hook undone. Guys, when you get a big fish like this, they're tired out. Keep them in the water. You got to really protect these fish. A 40-pound fish could be 80 years old for the growth rate. So take your time. We're going to get the hook out, get her revived, get one picture of holding her, hug and kisses, and we'll let her go.
Well, the ice just broke and the sun's burning bright. Skinny water's calling, boys, we're gonna rip them just right. Billy Jigs in the water, Okuma screaming tight. Drag's on fire, but we're holding on for the fight. Trout scent's working, they keep coming back for more. 30 inches now, we're looking for 44. Backs are sore and thumbs are raw, but that's the price when you're slaying them all. Ripping jigs for big Lakers, yeah, we're on the attack. Great Bear Lake's the place where monsters stack. From dawn till dusk, we ain't slacking at all. Just big trout, big laughs, and a whole lot of haul. Casting shorelines where the big boys hide. One twitch, two pops, then they're hooked up tight. Bent rods drag, singing that sweet sound. Another giant comes up, weigh it pound for pound. Trout scent's working, they keep coming back for more. 30 inches now, we're looking for 44. Backs are sore and thumbs are raw, but that's the price when you're slaying